G'day, I'm here with George from... HoonTV!
Alright, ready to go?
Ready.
Hello Mr. Dusty.
Hello!
The new cameraman for today. He's over there. So we're on the expressway heading to the Bend Motorsport Park. I've been here about 28 times the last 3 weeks in the Soccer Mum Porsche. It's going quite well. If you haven't seen the video and the clickbait video, click below, we'll put the link there. But we're heading out to see George from GGM and Rossi Johnson. They got the brand new Superute. It's all done. They haven't even driven it yet. It's all plain, no stickers, no nothing. They're going to shake down the car. Now I'm going to go there to check out behind the scenes of that all happening, have a good look at the car, chat to the guys. But then also we've got the 3-footer monsters in the back, so we're going to be slapping them all sorts of places around the car just to get some cool angles, which is also good for a bit of R&D and checking things and making sure things are working under the car, inside the car, that sort of thing. So let's hit the road, grab a coffee, and we'll see you soon. So they're just heading the driver's briefing. You're going to throw this in the car. All right, so people don't tend to think that these will stick on glass, which they don't because they're not suction cups. No, so any magnetic metal surface basically that's not aluminium. So we're going to just get some shots throughout the day, probably one, might even start off with one just here. Looking back at him, perfect. We'll do that one there. We'll probably put one under the car or something like that, depending on what the guys want to do. But let's go to the driver's briefing, see what's going on, have a chat to Rossi. Just putting a couple of tethers on, because we actually sell these Action Sports anchor tethers as well. So just to keep people happy, it's not going to fall off, but just in case. Got one here, so we've got one here looking back at Rossi, so we can have him doing the holy crap. And then this one here looking over his shoulder, so you sort of see what he sees. So yeah, might do one off the roof later, one down there. We can get one looking down at his feet on the pedals as well. So yeah, should be good.
Hey guys, Rossi Johnson here. Today we're out here at Tail and Bend driving the V8 Superute, the Holden Colorado. Pretty excited. It's my first time driving a Superute and my first time at Tail and Bend. I wouldn't say I'm too nervous, but obviously a new car, a new track, yeah.
So when you're working with Mr. Dusty, you end up with stuff like this. This is like the legit spanner microphone. Spanner or wrench for you Americans watching. So what happened?
Well, that's my first time in the car, and obviously it's a brand new ute, so it's a bit of a shakedown. We had a few little gremlins, including a throttle positioning problem, but I got to put a few half laps together, which was good. Crazy first impressions. Everyone tells you how wild the utes are, but you sort of take it for granted until you get out there and give it a bit of jandle. And I can definitely say they live up to the reputation. Had a bit of an off, but looking forward to being able to put a few consistent laps together.
I mean, they are pretty loose when you watch them racing, and it's pretty wild. I mean, the 86s aren't exactly sort of tame either, but power delivery compared to the 86?
Yeah, the 86 you can get away with a lot of bad habits, but these you really have to drive them off the corners straight. Otherwise, perfect example of that, you get a bit loose.
Yeah, about a week away now. You got the Adelaide 500. You got nice big runoff and everything here. Adelaide 500, it's just all concrete.
That's it. It's a bit daunting, but from history, we go pretty well on the street circuits, and I think I love those big balls tracks like Adelaide, Townsville, Bathurst. So I'm really keen for it.
So the first session out, we had a bit of a problem with the car. The car sort of started going into limp mode halfway throughout the track, and we found out pretty much because the same issue happened with George's car. There's two wires down here that are in the wrong spot. So we literally just take them, switch them around, and that solves the problem.
First time for a new car, there's always little teething problems, so we're always going to find little bits and pieces on the first outing, but it's a good start.
At least it's an easy one.
It's an easy fix.
It's been a lot of hours behind the scenes, a couple of late ones, burning the midnight hour to try and get this car done. When we originally got it, it was not what we were told it was going to be. So essentially we got the car a rolling chassis, had the engine and the gearbox in it, and that was about it. So we've had to do everything. So around working after hours and in between hours too, it's made it quite difficult, but it was quite satisfying to see it roll out and turn its first couple of laps.
Boxer, what on earth are you doing in the engine bay?
This is like a Japanese drift video. I'm just pointing at stuff.
And you're tightening some random nuts and bolts?
No, just there's a hose clamp there that was just gripping a slight bit, so I thought I'd just jump in and give him a hand.
good. We solved the throttle situation, so there's no more limp mode, full throttle, which is good. But yeah, second session, it's going good.
The only limp mode is Oscar.
Limp mode and Oscar. Unlucky, mate.
So unlike the normal YouTube video where it's like, "G'day, I'm here with George from..."
G'day, I'm here with George from...
So George, Superute, talk to me, what is it? How does it work? What's in it?
They're not your normal diesel Holden Colorado anymore. Start from the bottom, the main thing, the driveline. They've got an LS3 V8. They run a T66 gearbox. Completely different to what you would expect on your normal road cars.
So engine-wise, I can see it says war speed on there. So talk me through the engine. What's the deal with these? They're obviously a crate engine for the category.
Yeah. So the category has gone with wall speed to select to manufacture all the engines. They've got a stage 2 cam in it. They've upgraded the head gaskets and all the head bolts. From memory, they still run the standard injectors, standard coils. They've essentially just pretty much made them from a crate motor and just upgraded all of the basics to bring longevity into them. So every single car in the category runs the same motor, and it comes from the same engine builder, so it eliminates that factor from racing. And then going down the track, so they've got a K-frame in the rear end, which they got removed all the leaf springs, so everyone runs the same K-frame rear end, 9-inch diff, and a Detroit locker. So when you put the power down, the only thing that wants to do is just go straight.
Yeah, nice. And so as far as that whole rear end now, that's pretty much a bolt-in into these cars, isn't it? Or somewhat? Yeah.
So there is some gussets that you need to weld. But the guys at Pace have designed this prior to the V8U era to make them all somewhat common. Obviously all the rear ends from factory, they have different leaf springs, different rates and everything like that. So pretty much the only thing that changes within all the categories is obviously a bit of the geometry out of the car, front end steering and geometry, and obviously just the front end panels. Apart from that, engine, driveline, shocks, brakes as well is all common across all category, all different spec vehicles.
And so with the brakes and wheels and tyres, what have we got there?
We got 6-pot Bend brakes, and we've got 380 millimeter rotors.
Yep.
4-pot pistons at the back. And they surprisingly stop quite well. Young Rossi, who's doing his first test day today, that was the first thing he had to mention, was that for a car this big and how much they weigh, they stop quite well. And
we're getting onto that as well. We'll get back to the car in a second. So what were your first thoughts for him when he went out on track, and as far as handling this compared to an 86?
It'd be completely different. It would be completely different. From an 86 where it's so important to keep the momentum up, where you've got, not that you don't have horsepower, but you've gone from almost triple the horsepower to, as he found out, that when you put your foot down, there's actually power going to the ground. So yeah, it's gonna, obviously, that's why we're out here today, to sort of give him the sort of laps behind the car, the throttle pedal feel, the brake pedal feel. It's something that's new for him, so yeah, it would take him time to get used to it, but I'm sure he'll come around to it quite quickly.
Or power going to the dirt.
Well, you can ask him.
Yeah, he's right behind you.
come back. Yeah. Well, we'll go have some lunch. Go get some lunch and let the car cool down, and then we'll go have a look at some footage too and see if we've actually got data to have a look at. To give you some sort of direction on where you're at and what main areas you need to focus on.
We've got food upstairs there, haven't we?
If I was to compare it to anything, I'm driving the car like I'm probably braking 20 metres early everywhere.
You reckon?
Like I don't feel like I'm reaching maximum pressure.
Yeah. Data will tell us. Yeah. Data will tell us. Yeah, so that was Rossi's, I think, probably first time behind the car, like session-wise, bedding in a new engine, had a throttle issue on the first one, and he's just sort of coming to grips with it. So, a couple of ergonomic things that he's sort of coming adjusting to. So we've just made a position change to the pedal, just to move it closer. So he said he's having issues when he's heel and toeing. So we'll make those changes. We've got to adjust the steering wheel for him. He reckons it's a little bit too far, but that's the whole point of us doing test days today, so we can make it as comfortable as we can for him. So he's confident and ready to go for Adelaide.
And your right-hand man is currently on a laptop doing some stuff.
Yeah, he's just pretending to do stuff at the moment. I don't know what he's doing actually.
So, is he just play video games up there or something?
Yeah. Solitaire? Minecraft, and then he just goes, yeah, nah, you're good, and then that's it. So.
Last session, how are we feeling? We making any progress today?
I feel really confident, to be fair. I felt confident this morning. The only thing that let us down was that throttle situation, but we got it sorted, so it should be fine.
Any faster lap times from that last one with Rossi?
Yeah, he's getting more confident, but the only problem is like the steering wheel that's in it, it's terrible. It's plastic, it's slippery. We put some tennis grip tape on there to try and help out, but the steering wheel position is just too far away, so he's struggling on that side of things. But apart from that, it should be good. But we don't want to thrash it, we don't want to break it. It's going to make it to Adelaide.
One more session, bro. Can we get any better lap times?
We've chucked a new set of rears at it, or a newer set of rears at it. I think where the time is just learning the track, to be honest with you. I feel a lot more comfortable in the ute, which is great. And yeah, just get my head around the track.
Cock-ups that you can make. So we'll take a whole around the track.
It's just.
Yeah.
What's going on, mate?
We just got to go get some bread and some milk, and then go to church.
Fucking know the attitude.
The Superutes have a pretty cool reputation, but I can certainly say they live up to it. To start off the day, we're a little bit, let's say, nervous off the pace, but once we got all those things you expect with a new car, we got all those flaws ironed out, we're ended up pretty comfortable. Done a pretty good lap time to finish off the day, so I'm happy rolling into the Adelaide 500.